beginning.
In the beginning.
There was Poly.
You are now listening to
The PolyGenesis Show.
Welcome to the PolyGenesis Show.
Yes.
PolyGenesis. Yes. Welcome. I am Coach Bruce, and I'm here with my lovely co-hosts, Kiana and Jasmine.
What up?
Yes. Y'all can sound better than that. Kiana and Jasmine, give it up. Anyway, we have a special guest.
I'm on now.
We have a special guest in the studio. We have Chanel. We have Chanel in the building.
Hey.
What's going on, Chanel?
Not much. How y'all doing?
Man, you know we chilling. So you out here in Vegas.
Yeah.
How's your stay been?
It's been excellent. Come to chill with my peeps, missing my family.
Yeah. We be clubbing. Nah, ain't right.
Everybody shake something.
Right. So yeah, you know, we out here, we chilling, we had fun. You know, so we just been vibing out, catching up on the vibes. Catching up on the old times. So, yeah, so, cause you know. Yeah, so, you know, anyway. Y'all know how we do it. You know, we got kids. So anyway, our kids is yelling at each other because the other kids is off duty. We don't know what's going on around here. But anyway, we're going to keep this show moving. We're going to keep it moving.
Real stuff.
Right. We're going to keep it moving. So, Chanel, you know, you've been vibing with us for like a couple of days. So how you digging everything?
I'm loving it. Learned a lot. She's how I'm loving it.
I'm loving it. We love to see you smile.
But for real, I love it. I learned a lot since I've been here. Eyes are open to a lot more. Got the real definition of some things instead of being ignorant about some things.
I feel you. You know, it's funny too because like our relationships is so crazy, and so what I tell people sometimes is like, you know, just hang around us and you would really see the real. Like we are who we post. like we are who we post. Like we be cutting up, we be having fun, we be arguing and shit. It be some fun stuff that we have. You know, we real genuine.
I've had nothing but fun.
Yes, nothing but fun. And so, Kiana, you know, you had like some questions that you want to uphold. Well, you can't. You can present them to the audience, but we ain't like we can hear their answers. But you know, we're going to answer them here.
Well, what you guys think, right?
Yeah, what we think. What we think.
Yeah, do a little Q&A.
You do a little Q&A. You cool with that, Chanel? Some Q&A. So we got a little Q&A.
That's Trudy.
Q&A.
Oh gosh.
Trudy with the booty.
Yeah, so we got some Q&As, you know.
Oh damn, shut up. Oh. No, she is screaming. Okay, so telling your partner where you are or who you're with, what time you are coming home, is that being controlled? Are you being controlled, or are you showing respect to your partner?
Yeah, what y'all got to think about that?
I'll take this one. I look at it as being, it's not controlling at all. I think it's a form of respect. Respect and also safety measures. The reason me and my family do it, and I don't even hesitate, the reason we do it is for safety measures. It's a lot of people that's coming up here missing and a lot of stupid stuff going on, and especially a female going out by herself. Even if it's to look up with friends and kick it later on, you still want to know or want your spouse to know, hey, this is where I'm going, this is who I'm going to be with. And I mean, I don't look at it as a checking in. I've never looked at it as checking in. I think it's a form of respect, and also you want the same respect that you're giving to.
Right.
What about you, Jess?
Okay, so for me, nah, just fine. No, like now, well, can I give like two different perspectives?
Go ahead.
Like, cause I used to be
Yes.
a single mother.
You-
So,
you can give it.
you done?
You can give it. We're waiting.
No, but I can see both perspectives. I can see a woman that's single, well, not single, but have a boyfriend versus a husband. Like if I was just in a relationship, I wouldn't. It depends on how I look at him and how I held him. Like he's even worthy enough to know my whereabouts, you
Yeah.
know. So versus having a husband, hell yeah, you can know where I'm at. I don't give a damn.
Right.
Like I turn my location on or whatever, like she was saying, for safety reasons or besides safety reasons, like just in case he feel like, hey, I haven't heard you, let me just see,
Yeah.
check your location, make sure you cool, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. I see it both ways too.
Mhm.
I agree with you. I didn't even think about that aspect because I am married, been married 25 years. Been together 25 years, married 15. So I've been with him since I was young. And we just, a lot of stuff we never even really talked about. It was just,
Natural.
yeah, it was just natural. You know, so
And for all those who are wondering, yes, they know my location. Because you know a lot of people be like, wait, do y'all know where he be at?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
And so it's funny because my location is on. Like, you guys can pull me up on a map and you can see my location because I don't have anything to hide. So I don't care.
Yeah.
I also tell you, hey, I'm about to go get a massage, I'll be right back. I'm about to go here, I'll be right back. I'm about to go right here. Or if I'm going for a while, y'all call me like, hey, where you at? Hey, I'm on the highway, I'm headed home. And you can actually check my location and see that, hey, I'm on the highway headed home. So I don't really care.
yes. And I think it should go for both.
Mm-hmm.
Both sides. I mean, it shouldn't just be a woman thing because, well, it depends on.
Men get kidnapped all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think you would get kidnapped.
I don't wish that evil on me. But hell no.
I ain't wish. I just say I don't think
They done
they gonna size you
the
up.
wrong person.
And they gonna be like, I don't know about that nigga.
The wrong person. Anyway, they have to be Betsy Ann.
That's the end.
Betsy Ann.
Oh,
It's fancy Ann.
That Glock 19.
That's what she named it?
It's just for
Ugh.
right now. She got many different names. They all do
Not
different
It
things.
cute.
depends on the day and the time.
She has a good
Depends on who
slide,
they meet.
good trigger squeeze.
Depends
She's
on
Betsy.
what she's got to be used for.
Anyway,
I
Can we
was
continue
talking
on?
about the gun.
I am talking about it. I'm talking about my Glock 19. Okay, but anyway,
Next.
but yeah, I think it's very important, you know, because like especially with everything going on now, it's not just for fear, but it's just, you know, to make sure like, hey, if something happened, or you never know, hey, you know, your location's on, I could check, or hey, I could call you, hey, where you at, blah blah blah, because y'all know y'all got access to my location, I got access to your location, I don't care where y'all at, you know what I mean? Like I don't check on that, like I really don't. Y'all do what y'all do. You know what I mean? And because that's the trust that we have. You know what I mean? Like, y'all go do what y'all do. I'm not concerned when y'all leave. I just want to make sure y'all safe, but I'm not sitting there like, I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's there, I believe, for a reason that that might be needed, like emergencies or something happened, you break down, I know exactly where you at, and I can GPS directly to your location. I mean, other than that, it's just whatever. What about you, Kiana?
Right.
Well, y'all was still talking, so I didn't
No,
know
you
if
said
I-
What about you,
I
Kiana?
didn't know if I needed to move on. No, I think it is. I think it is very important to have the location of your partner. I don't think it's bad at all as far as disrespectful. Like I said, we're living in a time and age where so many people are ended up missing. All types of shit is going on, and it's like you just want to make sure everybody's cool. You don't want nothing to happen to nobody. Everybody's important to us. So it's like, even the kids, we all got our location.
CMB, we all we got.
No, he didn't. No.
No, but that type of technology, I could see it being for the bad, but I also see it being for the good.
Right.
Bad versus, the bad part can be, somebody just
Stalking.
yeah, that type of thing. And then that good is just, you just trying to make sure everybody cool.
Health and wellness check.
Yeah.
Can everybody check in through text through the health and wellness check? We need to have a health and wellness check. Just
Like,
hey,
too
3 o'clock, send a
much.
text. And people don't even know. That's dope though. I'm telling you, a health and wellness check. Just hey, I'm here, blah 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 blah. And they don't
That's
even
what they
know.
do in the
Pin
military.
your location.
Don't
pin
matter.
your-
It's the same. It's the reasons why we do things in the military. Anyway. But you know what's crazy though? Is that, I know some people, like some men would probably think, "Psh, she ain't getting my location. She don't need to know I'm the man, all this bullshit. Sit your ass down. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's all about accountability. We're all accountable to each other. Okay, yes, I messed up. Okay? But it's all about accountability. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be accountable. I want to be like, hey, everything good, everything, you know what I mean? And make sure that we all, where we supposed to be doing what we're supposed to do, and just moving on. And like I said, things change and, you off, you doing this, whatever, but at the end of the day, there's nothing to hide. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I have one more thing to add. I don't even think that is even just in a relationship or your kids. There's a lot of times that I have younger sisters. I'm 6 and 9 years older than my siblings. Me being older and always took care of them and everything, I wish that I could have their location. But we got a couple of them that don't agree with that. Even if I'm just like, hey, give it to me, join this for me, so I know where you're at. I know, because I got one that hits the road a lot, always on the go. I got one that has to leave work super early in the morning and is traveling by herself. So I think that if people are not doing it, I think that that's something that they really need to consider.
Right.
And you know what's funny? But you know what's funny? Like, it was a topic I know we all was discussing that we had, and it was like why women don't feel like protected by their men or by black men or whatever like that. So these are even dealing with single women. And it's funny, because it's like you said, like they don't want to give you the information, and so it's like, well, how can I protect you? What if something see, the problem is that we want to be individuals. We want to be out here on our own thinking that everything is good, and then you want to cry, you want to get upset when something happened to you.
Yes. Why weren't you there?
Why weren't you there? Or we not? Our black men is not protecting us, and blah blah blah. But it's hard to protect a lone ranger. You see what I'm saying? It's really hard to do that and to protect that. And so that's another topic. But yeah, I just thinking about that, like that really triggered that. But go ahead, Kim.
Next question.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you guys delete your social media profiles for a relationship?
Me, hell no. No, just playing. What do y'all think about that?
Me being married, coming from a married woman, yes, I would. There's been plenty of times that I thought about deleting mine, but the way that Facebook is now, I mean, we went a couple years without talking. and we hooked up through Facebook. So, what if you didn't have that? And so I want to stay kind of connected, but at the same time, I don't want to deal with a lot of mess.
Right.
So honestly, I'm on Facebook or any type of social media. I'm checking on things that I care about, what's important to me. I unfollow a lot of people with a lot of stupid stuff going on. I don't even check their profile. Having social media, I've seen cause a lot of problems because somebody may feel every time I'm one of them people. Every time I turn around, you got your phone in your hand. You be supposed to be sitting here talking, spending time. And if you ain't got nowhere to go, and if you ain't checking for nobody, why every time I turn around you got that phone in your hand? So that's big. That's a big problem for me with social media. So I rather just say, look, I don't care about this shit. You can go.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? Because I don't want the drama. I don't have people coming into my inbox, and I'm not in nobody's inbox. So I can do or do without. I really don't care. But if it was a problem, if this is your significant other that you want to be with, that you care about,
It should be no problem.
Respectful.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think it is definitely needed if that's a request from them. I know when we were going through what we were going through a couple years ago, he asked me to get rid of a lot of the men that were on my Facebook. I didn't have a problem with it. I was like, okay. And I could only keep like relatives or real people that we both knew, like we were in company with. But outside of that, no other dudes in my on my Facebook at all. And like when he said it, I was just like, but I was like, you know what, just to give him that security, just to let him know that okay, I'm not working against you. Like I love you that much. Okay, I can put this aside. And it wasn't a hard decision, but it was like, well, damn, like I've been knowing this person, as much as I've been knowing you, stuff like that. But I was like, for the sake of my marriage, I let it go.
But I wonder in the same, and this isn't just for you, but will you show me the same respect? Because I have a situation or I've been in a situation, it's like, you want to check my stuff, but I don't do that to you. I could care less because I trust you. So what are you doing that you got to go through my stuff and you got to block people? Where I don't do that for you. So if I'm letting my stuff
they're
go,
taking your stuff and blocking people?
yeah. So if you gonna do that, then I can go do that too.
But I think
No, I don't take anybody's stuff and block people. I say,
Yeah.
hey, you need to block that person.
right.
Or because if they're crossing boundaries or something
So
like that.
do you do the same thing?
No, I don't take their
No,
phones and
I
block
mean,
people.
no, not that. If you asked her to give up, did you give people up too?
Yeah.
Is it the same?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, especially if it's something that's causing some type of contention or something is going on, and they, ask for requests. I mean, yeah, I would, definitely. It just that never was presented to me because we don't go into that. You know what I mean? But if it was asked, yes, of course.
Yeah, I think for the standpoint of my example,
What was your face for?
yeah, for my example, it was more personal. So it was stuff that we were trying to work out within our marriage and stuff like that. So that's why. But outside of that, I mean, it would have been fine if we weren't having the issues that we were having at that time.
So finish. Go ahead and say what you need to say.
Well, for me, I had the same request. Before we got together, social media, everything was changed. It wasn't like a problem because half the people I had on there I didn't know, so it didn't make no difference. But like you said, for security purpose and to show him like, oh, I'm all in, okay. want me to delete what? Oh, okay. It was nothing to me. Like, I didn't care. You know, so I don't think it's like it's a problem. Like, I don't care.
I just wonder why some people look at it as a problem, because it just says, like, to women, we're looking at it, yeah, I want to do this because I want to show how much I love you. But, you know, a man will look at it like, again, like you said, I'm the man. You know, beat on the chest. I'm the man. You're supposed to do what I asked you to do. Oh, them just females. You ain't got to worry about them. Okay, these is just dudes on my thing that.
Well, I say from this
Man,
perspective.
that's a tough one, though.
But I say from
man.
this perspective, though, like,
Ooh,
I've been on both ends. Now I'm married. I can see that standpoint, and being in just a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, I can talk about that. Like, I would have that attitude if this nigga was just my boyfriend. Like,
Yeah.
what you
Right.
want me to do? What? Why? Like,
Yeah. I can
because
understand
you
that
would
too.
know what he's doing. Obviously, you got them bitches in your inbox, so what's the problem? Along, I'm not responding. That shouldn't even matter.
Right.
But then sometimes when you don't respond, then that's a problem too. That could be a problem. Like, either you gonna say something like, "I got a nigga" or something like.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
and
it could be
I
both
think that's the
standpoints.
thing, because like I think at the end of the day, I can't say, well, men don't have boundaries. Well, women don't have boundaries either. You know, when they just inboxing another dude or whatever the case may be. But 9 times out of 10, to be a lot of these men that's out here. You see what I'm saying?
Being
Breaking
fuckboys.
boundaries. Oh. So you see a picture of my wife and she posted it. So now all of a sudden you want to be in her inbox. Some sneaky shit. You see what I'm saying? Like stuff like
Yeah.
that. And it's just like, dude, if you know that that's my wife and whatever like that, and you was like, well, you know, you married. So you can't have no friends. Come on, dude. Like there's some boundaries
Right,
that
that's
people that just don't understand, and then sometimes with women, it's like I'm from New York, and so at the end of the day, it's like this: when you speak to a shorty or whatever, and you like, hey, you know, and they ignore you, they ignore you because they're not interested in you. But some women, they turn around like, hey, what's up? Once you turn around and you give them some attention, they got you.
You did that.
You could be married, and you be like, hey, what's up? Like, hey, shorty, come here, let me talk. And you turn around, and give them attention. That gives a man like, be like,
Yeah.
okay, I
She
got
wanted
something.
it.
She wants something.
Right.
She's interested. She's doing. But once you start ignoring people, their true feelings is gonna come out. Well, fuck you, bitch, or all this and all that.
Exactly
You see what I'm
what
saying?
I'm about to say.
But you don't even gotta ignore nobody. Like he said, you
Yeah.
from New York, I'm from Chicago. Them niggas ruthless. Like you can treat the fuck out of nothing, then they be like, oh well, you wasn't even that cute no way.
Right.
Like
But that's the problem, though. But that's a lot of people's defense mechanisms. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because of
They
you
feel
ain't giving them no
that.
play. And so that's the whole thing. Like, so if you come into a relationship, you know, especially with me or something like that, I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna be like, hey, let me see you delete that real quick. I want to see how much it is to you to let certain things go. Now, trust me, I don't really give a damn. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're saying you with me, you with me. But I know, like, if somebody's in your ear, I don't know. Is somebody,
Right.
are you entertaining that? Are you see what I'm saying? Because what happens is, it's like women are guarding their land. And that's why it's like, when I look at a woman, this is my opinion. And I'm saying my opinion. Woman is land. Okay? They're guarded. And so the thing with a husbandman is his job is to cultivate the land. He is the master of that garden. So imagine first thing you want to do to secure your land is build boundaries around it, a fence or whatever. So imagine if somebody come into your garden and jump the fence. What are you gonna
violated.
do? You violating. You see what I'm saying? And then now they start sowing seeds into your fields. I like strawberries, but now I got apple trees growing up. Who in the hell planted apple trees? Now what happens that the land becomes confused. It doesn't know what to produce, and if it's sowing different seeds, you might be giving nutrients to that seed and not the seed that I planted in the garden.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's different, kind of. You know, it's. But people can say, well, this and this. I'm just saying from my perspective and my opinion. You see what I'm saying? It's different because a woman is that's something that's a gift that God has given man to protect, to provide. Not saying provide for, like, you know, like you ain't got nothing, but provide vision, provide direction, and we come together. We're the image of God together. You see what I'm saying? I have an obligation and a duty for that garden. You see what I'm saying? And so how dare I let another man jump into my garden and start fucking around in there?
Yeah.
Right.
And this is why a lot of times women get confused, or there's confusions in the land with women, is you could tell because they have so many different partners in their mind, and they don't know what to produce. I don't know what to do. I don't know this. I don't know this. I don't have no direction to life. I don't know. And you can tell that it's whoredom in the land because they don't understand certain. They're just confused, and that's the point. And so it's like when okay, you come into my area. Understand? Look, I'm the master, not a dictator or anything like that. But I'm responsible for this land, right? So my job is to cultivate this land. So number one, I'll put boundaries around it. I'm gonna cultivate it. I'm gonna cultivate it, turn the ground, uproot things, get things out, get it right. Then I'm gonna start sowing seed. You see what I'm saying? So once I start sowing seed, and I'm gonna start cultivating that seed to make sure that it produces.
Right.
And so we're accountable. We're responsible, man. We're responsible for the garden. We can't say, oh, that woman, she ain't doing this, she ain't doing that. Well, what is the seed that you're sowing into it? How are you cultivating that ground? She is a product of you. So if you're not cultivating that ground, and if you're not sowing the right seeds, then you can't expect anything. This is like biology. A woman has a womb. A woman has a vagina, right? So you insert your penis inside her vagina, you sow seed, and she's, whatever, and then she births, she takes that seed, and it starts to develop for 9 months. After 9 months, she birthed it out, and she gives back to you what you gave her. But she multiplied it. She increased it. And that's the point. And so we look at our women sometimes as, oh, well, you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't that. Well, that shows a lot about who you are as a man. Well, if she's not the right ground, if whatever the seed you're throwing at her may be the wrong seed. And so this is the reason why I put boundaries around things. It's not of control. Like I said, I trust everyone. You see what I'm saying? And y'all know how I am. I give everybody trust until you dissolve that trust. Now I have to start asking you questions. I don't do that. Y'all know. I'm going, all right, have a good day. Love you.
Unless you got an instinct, you be like, oh, let's see him.
Now, yeah, if I get an instant or something like that, but other than that, that's rarely slim to none. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like dealing with social media. Social media is a beast, but it's also a good thing. It's good for connections. It's good with this because a lot of times we have our social media numbers up. We got all these things. We got all these people. That's pride and arrogance. We got all these people, and we're afraid to let it go because now we're nothing because we dimmed ourselves down to a like or love on Facebook or Instagram. Well, my post ain't doing well because you got one comment or you got 3 likes. It doesn't matter. When did life turn into that? And then now, women and men thinking they're something or whatever because of now the people that normally don't recognize them. Now, you see what I'm saying? And so now you're competing against social media. You living for the heart. I'm going to put my picture up before I send it to my husband, but I'm putting it on social media. Or the man send it show, before he put, you know what I mean? Like you living for the likes now.
Yeah.
And like you said, here it is that now you're being consumed. We're having family time and you're on your phone. You're on your tablets. Hell, and sometimes I do that. You see what I'm saying? And I know I've been working diligently. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I've been working diligently of stopping that. Because it's like sometimes I don't know when to stop. Like I go be busy, I could be doing this. I've been trying to get this deal done, I'm trying to get this deal done, and sometimes I just need to stop.
Sometimes somebody gets still.
Right, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that I'm working on that. Those are things, cold turkey is hard, but I am working on that and I've gotten better. But like you said, Chanel, it's like social media. Y'all can check my screen time. I don't be on social media like that no more. Especially on Instagram and stuff, because I hated I stopped Facebook years ago. But Instagram, I just throw something on there, whatever, like, boom, I'm off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like social media, has started to bring wedges in between families. Now, people have got divorced and broken up.
It was taken out of context. It's not what it was supposed to be. I see what you're saying. It can be for good and bad. Like with me doing hair and everything, trying to get my business up, it was networking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And somebody had taught me that. But at the same time, I used it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through something, looking for something, didn't know what I was looking for, and I did have, people jump in my inbox, and I'm like, oh, okay, because it was attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can understand where trust comes from right there, and then I'm like, especially when you have to put your phone number down.
Right.
But I put my number down because that's how I network.
Right.
This is where I'm at. This is how you can get a hold of me. And it brought up, some people, some stuff in the past that it shouldn't have.
Mhm.
So I, like I said, I get that. But at the same time, you can do the same thing without pretty much putting yourself out there.
Mhm.
There's ways around it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You're right. You're right. And I think that's the key. It's like, man, social media, anything is a good and a bad. Too much of anything is not good. But like you said, social media was put out for this or for that. But then now things are being used wrong, or your internet was put out for this. Now it's being anything can be turned into bad. Hell, God can be bad. Like from different perspectives of
Right.
people. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Oh well, he's just trying to control and dictate my life. So anything could be held as bad. It's all relative to that person. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I'm on here for a purpose. Like I said, everything has a purpose. I'm here for what's the purpose? Okay, this is the purpose. Boom. That's why Taylor Family Empire page, y'all try to go and look at our stuff. Can't. It's private.
Yep.
It's private for a reason because we're a private family. My page is open. It's public. You can look at my stuff because I'm coaching, and so I inspire. I do all this. But my family page is private.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Our family page is private because that's our intimate stuff. We don't allow everyone to we don't know who you are. We don't know, you know what I mean? And so then we know that we're inspirational too. So we know that there's people that heard from other people like, hey, I want to go follow them, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But if you got so many, followers, and you got not that many followers, and you ain't posting no picture, or you don't have no picture, you're not getting in. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah.
You're not getting in. And even if you got one picture up, and you're still not getting in.
Right.
There has to be some consistency somewhere of who you. So we don't play that stuff. You know what I mean? And then it's still a discretion because I'm not the only one that run it. All of us run it. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
at the end of the day, you're not getting in because we don't allow everybody in. Because that's how confusion, that's how manipulation, that's how strife and all that stuff happen. We don't do that. You know what I mean? We don't.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, there was power.